My name is Althea Gobble, and I'm going to show you how to use 8 Demi Colors to get complete coverage. Demi Colour is a breakthrough approach to makeup that utilizes color and light science in an innovative cream formula to brighten, sculpt, and enliven the skin tone. First, I'm going to use red and orange. 5. Higher numbers means higher saturation, mean more color, and I needed added color the sides of my face, typically like bronzer or like self-tanner does. I use the orange because it helps with the paleness, which is typically bluish, and I use the red that's in this because of freckling, which is typically green, and I love it because I can use it in other places. Now I'm going to use 03, which is orange 3, to help neutralize some large pores. Typically have a lot of excess shadow right in there, and just kind of brightens me up right there. Now I'm going to go in to add a little shadow. This is a neutral color. This is a neutral violet. And notice I'm saying the back part of my cheek and anywhere I wanted some shadow. Violet has blue in it, so I'm just playing with some of the areas want a little excess shadow. The second sculpt I added is neutral red. I'm only placing that in areas of the cheek to accentuate some shadow, to give me more of a cheekbone, but I chose the red because of hyperpigmentation. Again, the sculpt will help add contour to the face, so anywhere where I need a little bit of more structure. Now, VR3 is cheek color, and I just love this color. It is so subtle, but yet it has a high impact given to that cheek, lifts it, gives some light, and it just really works well, the red in it with hyperpigmentation. Now I'm gonna go up in the higher saturation of this same cheek color, and I'm just gonna place it in certain areas where I want a little more depth to the cheek, and notice how it just lifts the apple a little bit, plus I get a little touch of color. Now I'm going to filter. Filter is taking away excess color. Here I'm using yellow orange 1, and these are all going to be the lower saturation numbers. And I'm going to use this yellow orange anywhere that has a purple vibe. The best way I can describe to see purple on the skin is something raspberry or blueberry, like dark circles or a broken capillary. I'm pretty fair, so things on me that are like red typically have significant amount of blue in them, so it's definitely going to be purple because red and blue make purple. Now I am working on a little pimple there around its perimeter because it is purple and it's healing, and the center part has a dark part in it, and I'll come and filter that one little center part with some orange in just a minute, but I'm just going to go around with the same color in any of those areas. Now I'm going to filter out hyperpigmentation and darkness underneath my eyes with red orange 3, still in the lower saturation. I chose red because in the area of the eye where it appears to be dark, typically, guys, we have dark pigment. So I am using that red to help take away the green of that, and then the orange of this same color takes away the excess shadow due to hollowness and any kind of areas that recess. So I'll just go around any of those areas that look kind of swampy, muddy, the darker colors of age spots on me. And if you see if I get too much product on, I just dab it with my finger very lightly because this takes so little. You should not see it on the skin. If you put any color on the skin and it appears pasty or chalky after it's set there a few minutes, then you need to go to the oranges. So here, any areas of melasma, I'll use that same color. Now red 1, same concept, but these little areas are places of age spots that are super light in the green. So I'm matching it up with a red 1. And I'm not going to go everywhere, but typically around my eyes and the top of the cheekbone with this color, because look how much brighter it makes it, touching those darker places. But I'm not going to take this color and touch every spot on my face. Now I'm going to use 03 for a vein. I have a nice little vein that kind of stands out and creates a shadow, and I take out little dark points of that. Here's these little dark points of the little healing bumps that I have. Now let's contour the nose using the sculpt. I'm using gingerly, some NV1, just in areas where I want to continue shadow. We don't go down the sides of the nose with one color. I'm just placing these in a couple of spots where I want to continue the shadow, and you want to turn your head side to side and get a look and see that it disappears. Now I come down below that on the sides of my nose just a little bit and add some more shadow with the NR. I'm going to use NR to accentuate the top lip, a little excess shadow on the Cupid's bow, and NV on the bottom lip to add an extra shadow to give you more of a pout. Also add just a touch to the corners so it's a little more recessed. I'm going to use NV on my eyelids. I'm just going to go above the crease. I'm not going to put color all over my lids. I just want some structure there. So I'll use the NV to the bottom lash line. It's basically just a little bit below the lash line. And then I'm going to use that RV7 at my lash line. I have some purple veining there already, so this is just going to build on it, and it's going to give me some pretty color because my eyes are green, and it just adds a subtle natural shadow color. Now I'm using Red Orange 3 to take out some dark points above my lip, which accentuates lines around my lip. So I just take a little bit of melasma out using that color. Now I'm going to use 03 to take out dark areas. Dark is blue, this is 03 orange. And what shocks me about this is taking out those dark points of my lips, freckles or a vein. It reveals my natural lip color, which shocks me. And once I do that, I'm thinking, wow, I really do not need a lot of lipstick or lip color, because once I took out those dark points, it's completely even. And I use the same color to take out the shadow of some pores. Now, red 1, just a little bit on the top part of that lip to kind of bring a little bit of light, and ever so slightly, I'm using red 1 just right there above my cheekbone, and look how bright it looks. Mascara, and I'm done. Message me and we can get your 810s started today.